Welcome everybody to NEGU TV. My name is Eric Reese. I get the honor of being the CEO of the Jessie Reese Foundation and more importantly, that little girl's daddy. And today on Chatting with Cade, we have the one and only Madison Kocian. Madison, welcome to Chatting with Cade.
Thank you.
We're so excited to have an Olympian, two-time medalist, gold medalist, silver medalist. Wow, so exciting.
Oh, I'm so excited and honored to be here.
Well, thank you again for all you do for kids fighting cancer, not only using your platform, you love to go visit the kids in the hospital, and you not only do all of that, but you actually desire to help kids professionally in the future, which we'll, I'm sure, talk about. But just thanks again. And Cade, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good.
That's great. You got a beautiful picture of Madison over your shoulder. That's so great.
I love it.
Madison, what Olympics was that in?
2016.
2016,
So,
Rio de Janeiro?
That's right.
Wow. Congratulations on representing the USA and a gold medal and a silver medal.
Thank you.
All right, Cade, are you ready to chat with Madison?
Yep.
All right, buddy. The floor is yours.
Thank you for being here. You've done a lot with NEGU. You done hospital visits. You even won a Jessie award. What first drew you to NEGU?
Yeah, I think I've always had a passion of working with kids and just growing up, going through just my normal like doctor visits and stuff for injuries. I got to experience a lot and see a lot of different things. I think one of the most prominent memories that I had was going to Scottish Rite Hospital in Dallas, and I saw a mix of patients. And I think one thing that really stuck with me is even though that I was going through injuries, I was very blessed and very thankful to be able to do gymnastics because a lot of kids fighting cancer don't have that opportunity, going through treatments and stuff and living in the hospital and having to stay home. So I think for me, that's something that really kept me going through my hardest days was that I got to do gymnastics and I got to train and compete and live out my dreams.
That's awesome.
What do you love about the hospital visits?
I love going to the different hospitals and handing out the joy jars and everything. I think for me, I like to do a lot of things behind the scene just because I'm pretty busy, but at the same time, it's so much fun being able to interact with the kids and being able to like see their faces light up after they're opening their jars and getting all their toys. And I think it's just really rewarding for me. I always leave the hospital just feeling better about myself because if I'm able to put a smile on another person's face and another kid's face, I think for me, that's the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the hospital and we always had like people, because like in the hospital they always have like athletes, all those guys, like like famous like people like come in and like go to other people's rooms. And I remember like when I had my first joy jar in the hospital, and it was so cool to like open it and see what was like inside and stuff.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of the kids, usually I bring my medals too, and a lot of the kids, sometimes the joy jar has like a little medal inside of it, and a lot of the kids, they want to like trade with me with my medals and they want to wear mine. So it's really fun just to be able to put that medal around their neck and just make it extra special for them.
It does make it special.
Yeah, I have like the one of the NEGU medals. I still have one. How old were you when you started gymnastics, and how old were you when you realized that you were really good at it?
I was 5 years old when I started gymnastics. I had my 5th birthday party at just like a small gym, and it's really funny how I got started because I was the kid at my own birthday party, like climbing the rope and like trying to do like pullovers and like chin-ups on the bars, and not the other kids like that were jumping on the trampoline and playing around in the pit and stuff like that. So some of the workers like working my birthday party told my parents about a more competitive gym down the street, which eventually my parents took me to Woga, and that's where I started classes. And then I joined a team like a couple weeks later, So that's kind of how everything got started. And then I just started working my way through the different levels, level 4, 5, 6. I don't think it was until probably level 9 when I was about 11, turning 12, where I actually realized I had more potential than I might have thought when I started. I made it to the elite level, which is the highest level, and that's where you start traveling internationally. I made the national team, and I just started competing more like all over the world. So I think probably then I finally kind of realized that I could actually be like really successful in gymnastics, and that's when I started setting small goals each day and each week, and eventually led to the bigger goals of going to the Olympics and competing in college gymnastics.
That's awesome. Madison, what, I know you won silver in Rio de Janeiro, I think, for uneven bars.
Mhm.
Is that your favorite apparatus or your favorite part, or what, do you have a different one that you just like your go-to?
Bars has always been my favorite. I mean, I definitely have days where it was like really tough and I was like, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore. But from the beginning, it's always been my favorite. And I think kind of goes to show, like when I was climbing the rope when I was like 5 years old, like I always loved the upper body strength stuff. And it was just really fun for me to be able to like fly in between the bars. And I don't know, it's just something that I guess I really enjoyed working at. And of course, when you're better at something, you just want to keep learning more skills and keep getting better. So of course I had to work on my weakness of like vault and the leg events, but I think bars has always been my favorite.
That's awesome. What's next, Peter?
My sister like has a bar in the in our backyard, and she got like she loves gymnastics too. So she had like a bar, a beam, and a mat that she always like goes outside and like does all like these crazy tricks and stuff, and she like loves it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah. What did you like about playing for the USA in the Olympics?
I think my favorite part, of course, like it was really cool to win a gold medal with my team and silver for bars, but I think some of my favorite memories were meeting the other athletes from Team USA and from other countries. Just like going to like world championships and stuff like that. You'll meet other gymnasts from like other countries, but you don't meet like other athletes because it's just like gymnastics world championships. So I think it was really cool to even just meet like some of the swimmers on Team USA and just other athletes in general, and just kind of hear their stories and share ours, and just make more friendships that I still can connect with them today.
Oh, that's awesome.
You've done some incredible like accomplishments in sports. You had 2 perfect 10s. You just said you had a gold and silver in the Olympics. What was your greatest accomplishment in sports?
That's a tough question. I always get like if I enjoyed winning the Olympics or the national championship more, and it's hard to compare the two. I think they were both great accomplishments. I always try to think back at like the Olympic team, and there were only 5 of us, and we came from all over the world or over the nation, and we didn't get to train but once a month together. And in college, like we train every single day from September to April. We go to class together. I live with some of my teammates. So I feel like the bond in college gymnastics was something really special, just working through all of preseason, going through the grind, the hardest days together, and then being able to celebrate at the end of 9 months all of our hard work by winning a national championship. I think that's one of my favorite memories. And also maybe just because it's more recent, but of course I loved winning an Olympic gold and silver medal, but also the national championship was something really special.
Yeah, so cool. What was your hardest thing that you had to overcome in sports?
I had a lot of injuries, actually. I feel like I was looking back the other week, just being done with gymnastics now. I think I probably had like 10 injuries over the past like 12 years. The elite level is something really difficult and really rigorous and just hard on your body in general. So I think probably one of my toughest obstacles I had to overcome was when I fractured my tibia at, I think it was like March 1st of 2016. So it was like 4 months before Olympic trials. Oh. And of course I worked my whole life to get to that moment and make that Olympic team. So it was something really devastating for me, knowing that I was going to have to be in the cast for 2 months and I would have 2 months to prepare to get back to the level that I was at. But I'm very thankful that I had really great coaches that worked with me. I kept working on bars as much as I could. It was a bit hard with the cast. There's only so much you can do, but just tried to work on other things while I was out for a bit. And then once I was able to get my cast off, I was back full force, and we had a plan of how much I was going to push myself to be able to peak at the right time for Olympic trials, and everything ended up working out.
So great.
My sister, she's 9. She loves gymnastics. What would you say? She's 9. She would what would you say to a 9-year-old that, or like anybody who would their dream is to play do gymnastics in the Olympics?
That's a good question. I think the biggest thing for me, and something my parents always reminded me, was as long as I'm having fun and doing like what I love, you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And for me, I always loved the sport of gymnastics, even on the hardest days. I would always remind myself of my goals, my dreams when it would get tough. And I think just thinking back over and over, like if this is something you really want to do and something you're really passionate about, then just keep going for it and keep setting small goals every single day. So eventually you can accomplish your biggest dreams.
Yeah. What would you say? Now I have some fun questions. What time do you set your alarm?
My alarm. So I always had practice in the morning. Even in college, we had practice at 7:45 in the morning. So when I was training before the Olympics, I think my alarm was probably at like 6:30 so that I could leave my house around like 7:10. And in college, I was a bit closer to the gym. I was like right behind campus. So I wouldn't set my alarm till probably like 6:45 or 6:50, just because we had to get into the training room. We had this like sheet that we had to fill out about how many hours of sleep we got, just like checking in every morning. And then I would go on to the gym after that. But I'm definitely a morning person just because I've always had to train in the morning.
What you've done a lot of you had some great accomplishments in gymnastics. If you had to pick a winter sport in the Olympics, what would that be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Did you say winter?
Yeah, like a winter sport.
Okay. I think ice skating would be pretty cool. It kind of has like the dance aspect, kind of like floor, but I mean, learning how to like skate and like do all the tricks they do on skates, like that's incredible. That would be definitely challenging, but I think the performance and like artistry side of the sport is something that's a little bit similar to gymnastics.
That's cool. Cade, what sport would you play in Winter Olympics?
I would play hockey because I like hockey. It's like my aunt grew up in Minnesota.
Okay.
And she just they in hockey like really big there, and I also like really love like hockey movies and stuff. So that would probably be my first one.
Yeah, I'd probably pick the curling team. I could probably do a good job with the curling team.
What's your favorite sports movie?
Ooh, sports movie. This is a tough one. I'm not like a big movie person, but like shows I've been watching. I watched All American.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
you went to UCLA. What's your favorite place to eat at Westwood?
Let's see.
Food or ice cream? Because I've heard there's really good ice cream there too. But
Yeah.
Yes, there definitely is. The favorite spot for ice cream in Westwood is probably Diddy Reese, but food, my roommates and I, we like to get sushi a lot. So there's a hand roll place, Kazi Nori, and I like sushi, so I think that's probably one of my favorite places.
do you like sushi,
Yeah.
Cade?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
Yeah. Me and my family and my friend's family, we discovered like this place by us that like it's really cool. Like we went there, like they gave up like as many like plates of sushi you would eat. They keep on giving you like prizes and stuff. But it was like it was like all you can eat like sushi and stuff. It was really cool.
So how many like rolls and how much sushi can you eat?
Well, it was my family plus his family, so we like ate like a lot of it. Yeah. Jessie loved Would You Rather, so we're gonna have one of those. Would you rather fall off a beam or fall off the bars?
Oof. I mean, neither, but if I had to pick, I think I'd probably fall off beam more. And it's probably more likely that you're gonna land on your feet. On bars, a lot of like the releases, like we learn to like land on our stomach. So flying from high, it's like a little bit more scary and dangerous than on beam.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kate.
No, you go. I'm done. My last question.
Oh, okay. Great job. So Madison, what's next for you? I know at one point in time I heard that you are wanting to pursue the medical profession. Is that still where you're headed?
Yes, I just graduated like a couple weeks ago from UCLA, and thank you. And I'm gonna take this next year to finish some science classes and then apply to PA school. So last summer I had a really cool internship with my shoulder surgeon, Dr. Elatraj, and he got me really interested in orthopedic medicine just because of all the injuries that I've been through, and I like working with athletes. Yeah. Of course, I want to work with kids, so maybe I might go into like pediatric orthopedic stuff. I don't know, we'll just see, but my plan is to apply to PA school and then see where that kind of leads me.
Well, whatever you pick, I'm sure you're going to be incredibly successful because you'll make sure that you enjoy it, because you've already said having fun is important. But your commitment to excellence on and off the mat and in and out of the gym is one of incredible stature. You are, even though you might be short, you are tall in the world of helping people. You have a huge heart, and we've seen that firsthand, and we're grateful for all of your support. Helping kids fighting cancer, and we just appreciate everything that you've done, and we will continue to be cheering for you no matter where. And obviously we wish that you stay safe and healthy and have a great time with your family as we're all home. But thank you again for everything you've done, and I know you'll continue to be involved in helping kids and stuff in the future. So on behalf of Cade and I, we just want to say thank you for taking some time out of your day and continuing to help kids fighting cancer never, ever give up. So we're super grateful for you, Madison.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for all you do with NEGU.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You too.
Cade.
Bye.